Hey everybody, it's Troy here. What's happening? Welcome back to my channel, guys. And today we have come downstairs because I wanted to give you guys an update on what's spiking or blooming down here. Earlier this week, we saw what was happening upstairs, so I thought it was only fair we saw what was happening downstairs as well. So without further ado, guys, we're going to get into this video. But first, like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to see more content by me. And we're going to start right over here where I house my Rupiculus Lalias. None of them are blooming, but if we go to the top of the shelf, I keep Zygopetalum Alliance. And here I have the Propetalum La Jolla de Light. She has such a wonderful fragrance. In the morning, when everything starts warming up in my grow space, you can really detect her fragrance being emitted. Look at this beauty. This is a hybrid from 1996. Bachelor and Lecouf made it. It is Zygonesia Roquebrune. She is also highly fragrant, and her blooms are going to be going out soon. And then right next to it, this is a Latoria type hybrid that comes from Hawaii. This is Dendrobium norita chip, and she has been blooming for at least 2 months, and her blooms are going out. But you go right to the back, not to worry, because we have some more spikes starting. I think now that she's settled into her environment, she's going to continue to give a really nice show. Her blooms are also fragrant, but you have to get close in order to smell them. And right here, guys, I have another dendrobium. We're developing buds. This is Tetragonum Variation Album. And also, you can't see it, but on this lead right here, there's another spike that just started. It's very small, so hopefully it'll kind of all open at once, or maybe a couple days apart, so then that way we get a nice big show. But if not, that's all right. I'll take blooms as they come. I did notice the very tip of this spike seems to be activated. It shot out a little tiny nub at the top, so it's activated again. I don't know when we're going to get a show. I don't even know if we are going to get a show. It's just I happened to notice that when I was watering last week. While I'm over here, let's go right in front of us to the Miltoniopsis section. And this is Arthur Cobbledick. And you can't see it. Maybe you can. There's shadowing right here, guys. That's going to be a spike. Arthur Cobbledick has been in my collection for well over a year and had done nothing. So I pulled him up out of sphagnum moss recently, maybe about a month ago, and put this orchid into leca and self-watering. And this spike I just noticed maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I was sitting on the couch and I saw the shadowing of that spike, and I was really stoked about that because this bloom looks like it's going to be fantastic from the pictures, but I'd much rather see it in person. So hopefully it'll be worth the wait. I'm sure it will be. Phalaenopsis cha-cha, still blooming, very floriferous. Her first bloom had way more flower count on it. She rebranched from an existing spike and gave 4 more blooms. My Cymbidium viburnum, still working on a spike. I don't think we'll see her until spring. This is a very slow developing spike. Cymbidium enzinfolium, still blooming. It's been a few weeks now. I think this will be the 3rd week she's open for me. She is also fragrant. It's a very sophisticated but light fragrance. It's very nice. It reminds me of a perfume that you might wear to a cocktail party or a luncheon. It's very, very light. But like I said, it's sophisticated. This is very exciting. This is my Zygonesia cynosure bluebird. Just started putting out a growth a little while ago. Now she's working on a spike. Always a pleasure to see. She also has a fragrance. Down here, we have Masdevallia chasey. So we have one flower. She recessed inwards instead of outward. So that's why I'm not really highlighting the bloom or anything, because you can't see it that well, but you can see she's got another bud that's not opened yet. And I'm sure more spikes will be coming as well. Down here, we have Dracula Luciana, variation Xanthina. I'm anticipating the bloom on this so much because I've never bloomed a Dracula before. And right now, I have not one, but 2 out of currently my 3 Draculas are spiky. I'm super excited about this, guys. Of course, they will get individual short videos made. Also, with that in mind, guys, I am going to do another haul, another unboxing for you. I totally forgot. I wanted to get some more Draculas and Masdevallias, and so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just one more haul. My temperatures are now starting to work back down into the 40s, my nighttime temperatures. Thank goodness. My daytime temperatures haven't really gotten much below 50 yet this year, so hopefully that stays strong for just a little while longer. Down here, this is my first Phragmipedium. This is the Mini Grande. I got it from Equihendra. It's a primary hybrid. I remember there's Percy in the background, or Piercy, but I can't remember what it's crossed with. And I did notice on one of the new growths, there is another spike happening. So there's 2 buds right now, and then another spike will be coming up. So I'm pretty impressed. I've never had a Phragmipedium before, and I haven't had it very long, and it seems to be growing like a weed. Right here, Hair Alexander, Miltoniopsis Hair Alexander. Wonderful fragrance. One of my viewers asked me to describe this fragrance, and if you've ever smelled a lime blossom or a lemon blossom, it's like that with the most faint, rosy undertone, if that makes sense. Hard to describe, but it's a fantastic scent and can really fill the room. My Cochleanthes orchid is not doing the hottest. She's got some leaves that are senescing. This leaf should not be. These ones are older, they're on older growths, but this one should not be. So I think this is her reaction to being recently transplanted into leca and self-watering. I've also noticed that the tips of her leaves are touching the grow lights now. So she is going to go up to the top of the shelf because I have some orchids that I feel would be doing much better. These three right here. I feel like they would be doing better in a warmer grow space. When I first started growing, this was my main grow space. I didn't grow anywhere else in the house. And so it was more of an intermediate, not an intermediate to cool. And these guys did great. But I think that the cooler temperatures have slowed them down. So I'm going to move them. I'll move the cochleanthes up there. And then that's where the new Masdevallias and Draculas are going to go. And then that way, hopefully we're not getting any more leaf tip burn. She's not getting too much light, but still enough. And she can focus on just getting acclimated into that leca and self-watering. Over here, Urchiara, Franz Jewels. Perfect color for fall. Look at that deep red. Not fragrant, but those blooms are just delightful this time of year. And I haven't done a shorts video on her because we still have more spikes coming, guys. So there's going to be 2 more. And this is Mahawaiara Lava Burst. I haven't turned her around yet because she made her main spike, but then she branched this one and this one off. And I want it all growing in the same direction. So I'm just going to leave her to open up the rest of her buds, and then I'll turn her around for a really nice display when you walk into my home. Oh, also, I almost forgot. We still have Dendrobium Sorolla, who is still blooming and has opened up new buds, dropped some of the older blooms and opened up new buds recently. So we will still see Sorolla for hopefully a few more months. This is a great addition. It's brought me a lot of pleasure. Came into my collection over a year ago. Free flowers throughout the year. And has bloomed for me more now that she is in lava rock. And then up here, one of the twinkle types. This is Oncidium Sitku Marguerite. She came from Hauserman. Wasn't expecting her to bloom. I thought I missed her window for a bloom. And then shortly after, she went into leca and self-watering. She plumped right up and just got so happy and put out a spike pretty quickly. Her fragrance has just started being released. This orchid went into spike when I very first made a video down here. And so maybe almost a month ago, this is one of the slowest developing spikes and blooms. But I also have a Oncidium Gyrock fragrance that I picked up from Nat's Orchids at an orchid show in spike with buds, and it has taken every bit of 6 weeks to now, just now, start getting in buds to open on the very bottom. So when she fully opens, I will also make a video on her. But right over here, so this very first one right here, this is my Zygopetalum maculatum. who is maturing a new growth. So I'm hoping as we mature, maybe a spike will come with it. Arthur L. also putting out a growth, but we're at the very beginning of that. Too early to tell if we'll get a spike off this growth. And then same with the Düsseldorf Rhine Moonlight Peloric. Right below that, we have the Phalaenopsis Sogo Yellowtris. Super fragrant in the afternoon. When my humidity gets high for the day, and then we have the warmer temperatures of the afternoon mixed with it, she just starts emitting her fragrance shortly after lunchtime. She smells very similar to a Vanda that I have that's in spike right now. And also, right, right here, we have a spike, and then on the back side, we have a second spike. This is a no ID Phalaenopsis. I truly don't remember which one this is. So her bloom will be a surprise. I don't know if she had crown rot. Her crown looked a little different, a little funny when I purchased her. Didn't think anything of it. And then she grew this out of the side. So I don't know if she got damaged during transport to, I'm assuming I probably got her from Trader Joe's. And that's why she was unable to put a leaf out from the top, so she just started coming out from the side. I don't know, but she is going into spike for us. And then I just noticed at the very bottom, right there, we have a spike coming up on this Phalaenopsis. African violets, they love to bloom. And then I'm going to slowly take you guys over to the window. My dog is always by me. If I'm home, she is within 6 feet of me. Nepenthes are all doing great. And then I have this wonderful Phalaenopsis young home. I believe it's called Coco. Her tag is down in the lava rock. Between the roots and the lava rock, her tag has seemed to have been eaten. So, from what I could see on it, Phalaenopsis young home, and I think it's Coco at the very back part of the tag. I'm going to have to remake it. My fans, I have them set on the highest setting. So that's why you see her spike just bobbling. This is Galeopetalum Parkside, who has just started putting out a growth. Hopefully we will see a bloom off of it. That'd be wonderful. My rescue cat, guys. She has not turned any more black. Wonderful. And is putting out a growth. I'm hoping as she matures it, I know it's the wrong time of the year to repot, but I really don't like that media she's in. I'm not really repotting right now, but if something's not in my media and finally giving me the roots I've been waiting for, or if something's just in a spot and it needs to be fixed, then those are the repots that I'm working on right now. And then right here, we have the Zygopetalum Aladdin, which I did a video on, just getting acclimated into LECA. Doing so well with this acclimation period. So hopefully we will start getting a new growth at some point, and so you guys can see this bloom again. I've done a shorts video on the Zygopetalum Aladdin. Smells wonderful. As soon as my grow space starts warming up for the day, it will fill the whole entire space. All right. So this is what we have going on, guys. And as we get updates, or as we get blooms, I will give you all updates so you can enjoy my orchids with me. But I thank you all for tuning in today, spending time with me, seeing the blooms. I wish you could smell some of the fragrances in here. It's wonderful. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. Before you guys head out, if you wouldn't mind to like, comment, share, subscribe, that'd be wonderful. And I will catch you guys in the next video.